Now, ladies and gentlemen, with all the most recent updates inside of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, such as the Rio Major, the Rio Major storage units, and of course the stickers themselves, that's pretty much all we've covered the past couple of weeks. And what we haven't covered is just the general market itself and answering some very common questions based on cases, stickers, Stockholm and Antwerp, and of course the capsules alongside those two. And recently, which has blown up in price and proportion, is patches. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the overview of the entire market itself and answering some questions such as why cases are halting in price if not going down, and if Stockholm and Antwerp are currently at their peak potential at this moment in time, and what it looks like for the future for all these items right now. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey.
Now, today's video sponsor is of course Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a Karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So once again, I kind of apologize for not really uploading anything towards the market the past little while. There's just been too much other things going on, especially with stickers, and not much of the Rio stickers. It's actually just been random ones that you can actually buy for relatively cheap price that have gone up like crazy. Let's firstly start off with cases and answer the question why they're not really going up in price. So the general overview of the market right now is actually looking pretty good. It's relatively pretty healthy. We had such a big spike in most cases the past couple of months, recently being the wildfire. This thing, for most people, were calling it manipulation. Over time and up until now, I've kind of just figured out, in talking with other people, I think it's most likely that someone just came in and invested into this case just in general. Wasn't manipulation, they just tried to buy a whole bunch of them, and that's just how it ended up turning out. And other common questions we're also receiving with cases is some of the lower tier ones, such as the shadow case and such as the wildfire case. It's something I'm going to relate the shadow case to. Why isn't the shadow case going up, and why doesn't it get enough attention and love? And to quickly answer your question, it doesn't have very great knives, and that's exactly how I can relate it to the wildfire case. It's not very important. The knives in it and the ROI on it is not great at all. The most expensive knife you can get in the Bowie case is not much more than like $300 or $400, and that's in the best condition, best float, and best stat track or not. Same thing with shadow daggers. They don't go for very much, but what does go for a lot, and why those prices are slowly going up but surely, is because of the red. The wildfire, a little more than the shadow daggers, is because it has the fuel injector for the AK and main rifle. The kill confirmed is in the shadow case, but the problem with that is obviously you only use it so much in a game on the USPS on the CT side. I think that personally might be worth looking into for the next little while. And as it goes for active duty cases, they're still relatively pretty stable. They haven't gone down, they haven't really gone up either. The Dreams and Nightmares is slowly falling down in price because I think it's losing some popularity, but it does still have some very good knives in it, and that's why it hasn't really gone down in price, as well as the sheer demand for these is not going anywhere, with the player count rising every single day, it feels like, especially during the Rio Major. We just hit some more all-time highs. The newer cases inside of CS with the 4-cent era, when the case goes to 4 cents because they're dropping so much and people don't really want to open them for how much they're dropping, I think that might be gone. I don't think we're going to see that very much anymore, and that's going to be pretty interesting to see, I think, in the future personally. As it goes for things like the clutch case, it's still the most unboxed case every single month, which is pretty cool. Things like the Horizon case and Danger Zone, still relatively pretty cheap, and have just recently dipped a lot from 26 now to 24 and going on to 20 cents. The glove case and Breakout, the 2 big boys and the 2 higher tier ones, and even the Spectrum is now pushing into that tier, are really stable as well. They're not really dropping up in price. They're not really going up either. Listings haven't been removed, so people are buying them and opening them, matching the supply and matching the demand. Chroma 3s have also been a big question. Why haven't they gone up? They've also had a big recent spike earlier this year, and that's where I think the majority of that spike went to in the attention. And since it is so high in price, I think it's going to be a little while before it goes back up even more. And with cases overall, the general question, why haven't they gone up? Well, I think hype just really isn't in cases right now. It's mostly stickers. Not even with the Rio Major either. I think with more people coming to the game, especially with lots of money that are willing to invest, create sticker crafts, and just buy things in general for play skins, and people also becoming very addicted to creating sticker crafts from watching OnlyPixel and people like that, because those people are becoming more popular. Stickers are more in demand. That's why we're seeing so many price increases on them, especially from things like the CS10 sticker capsule. This is currently able to be bought on the market for $1, yet the stickers inside of it are going up like crazy in price because it's not matching the supply we have and can unbox, because people are not wanting to unbox these very much. You look at the sticker capsule too, just this past week, the stupid banana foil has gone up $80, which is just crazy. The crown foil went another 40. I think it's the same reason, very similar to how Krakow went up right before the Rio Major. And as it goes for investing into these right now, for things that have dropped, might be worth picking up. I have a couple videos coming out later this week. When is the best time to buy into CS and if things are going to drop? Because a huge comment has been when people get this kind of question, well, prices are going to drop when the next operation comes. That's if and when we get an operation. We don't know when and if that's even going to happen. Valve works in mysterious ways, and we react very mysteriously as well. With trends going very weirdly this past year and where they've been going, I'm not so quite sure that we're going to see price dips like everyone's predicting. Most people are assuming prices are just automatically going to fall when it comes out because people are going to want to unbox the new things. What if the new things aren't really great? People are not going to sell their things to unbox the newer items. And with how many players are playing the game and no ins and outs of CSGO investing and collecting, I'm not too sure if cases are going to go down very much with that because they're still going to be in somewhat of a huge demand. But like I've said this past year, if you're holding for the long term of things for the next 2 to 3 years, it's pretty much always a good time to buy in as long as there hasn't been a huge recent spike. And as it goes for Stockholm and Antwerp right now, prices really haven't moved on either of these. Prices for the stickers have gone up a little bit, nothing too crazy. The quantities also decreasing quite a bit, especially on Antwerp. I think this is due to, once again, the stickers for Rio not being so great. People are wanting to go back to the transparent backgrounds and wish they took advantage of them more back then. Some stickers are rising up in price. Actually, the most increases we're seeing on some of these is actually surprisingly the autographs. Now, I think the reason behind this is because the newer autographs are very hard to see, especially in that hollow format. That's why they had to update them in Rio just a few days ago. And I think they'll continue to grow as well, as long as the supply stays relatively pretty short. And patches have also been a huge question on the YouTube channel the past few days. What is going on with these? Should you buy in? My quick answer is no. Just the past couple of days for me covering them, the mouse gold patch has gone from $30 to $64 in a day. The listing got taken down at $64 because no one was buying it. As you can see, it was not bought at 64 bucks. The most expensive one the past few days and of all time was $36. Patches sold in one transaction, not more than 2 or 3 in quantity. That's a huge heads up to people investing into these. The supply is low, which yes, you can make the price whatever you want, but we saw as yesterday, people are not going to pay that. And that's just a quick reminder for those who would want to buy multiple of these and try and sell them in a very short period of time and make some profit. Now let me know what you guys think. Are you guys surprised of anything that's going on in the market? Are you surprised cases haven't really gone up anymore? And what are your thoughts on the next big price crash, the market crash? Do you think it's going to be devastating, or do you think there's not really going to be one on the same side that I'm on? Obviously things are bound to come down, but when and how much they will come down is a big question alongside that. I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Catch you guys in Mando Monday. I'm out, guys. Peace.